Hi, Namaste. Welcome to Government High School and Decide Physical Science online classes. This is Sivashankar, Physical Science teacher from Government High School and Decide. Today's topic is characteristics of image formed due to convex lens at various distances. This is the convex lens. It is going to have two refracting surfaces. This is one and this is another. Let it be refracting surface 1 and this is refracting surface 2. Here we can draw a line like this. This is the pole of the lens passing through the pole and horizontally. The line is called principal axis. On the principal axis we can find these points. This is the pole of the lens and this is focal point and this is center of curvature. Here already I told you that this is the refracting surface F2, sorry, 2, and this is refracting surface 1. Due to the refracting surface 1, we are going to get these 2 points F1 and F2, sorry, 2F1, and these are the points that we are going to obtain by the refracting surface 2. That is why we mention these two as F2 and 2F2. Why these two are F2 and 2F2 are F1 and 2F1? Because the distance from the center of lens, that is pole of the lens, to focal point is called focal length, and from the center of the lens to the center of curvature we call it as radius of the curvature. Now the radius of the curvature is 2 times of focal length. That is why we have taken the point like this, f1 and 2f1 from by this side f2 and 2f2. Now we can place the object at different places in front of the convex lens, where we can place at infinite distance, beyond C, on C, between F and C, and on F, and between O, that means the pole of the lens, and focal point. Now we shall observe the formation of image when the object is placed at infinity distance. Now here these are the light rays falling on the lens. These are parallel light rays because the light rays coming from the object at infinite distance or parallel beam of light rays. When these parallel beam of light rays are incident on the lens, they are going to be refracted as shown in the figure. After refraction we can find the light rays like this. They are converging beam of light rays. They are going to be intersect at a point. After that point we can find the light rays as a divergent beam of light rays. Now where we find this intersecting point, there we are going to get the image. Here the image obtained is real, inverted and highly diminished, because most probably it is as a pointed image. We can get the image on the screen, that is why it is a real image. And here it could be inverted and real and highly diminished. These are the characteristics of the image when the object is placed at infinity distance. Now let us see the formation of the image when the object is placed beyond center of curvature. Here, when this is when we have drawn this is the ray diagram which represents the convex lens. Previously we have drawn complete picture of convex lens, but to minimize the complication we can draw the lens like this. It represents convex lens. Now we have to draw the principal axis. We have to note down the points. Now where we have taken the object, this is object beyond C. Now whenever we have started drawing ray diagram, we have to draw parallel light ray to the principal axis. That is the first thing that we have to do. So first of all, we have to draw the parallel light ray to the principal axis. Now after refraction, the parallel beam of light rays are going to pass through the focal point. Next light ray we have to draw, that is passing through the pole of the lens, where they are going to intersect each other. These refracted light rays, there we are going to get image. Now the object is placed at beyond C. The image is formed between focal point and center of curvature. Now let us observe the characteristics of image. Here you can clearly observe these two. This is object and this is image. Image is very clear that it is inverted, and also this image can be caught on the screen. That is why the image is called real image. And what about the size of the image? Now you can observe with the size of object, the image size is very small comparatively. So we can call it as diminished image. The nature of image is real, inverted and diminished. Next position of the object at the center of curvature. Now again we have to draw the convex lens, and then we have to draw the principal axis. We have to mark the points, and now we have to place the object at center of curvature. What we have to do? Initially we have to draw a parallel line to the principal axis, parallel ray. After the refraction, it is going to pass through the focal point. Next we have to draw a light ray which is passing through the pole of the lens. Where these two refracted light rays are going to intersect each other, there we are going to get the image. This is the image. Now we can say that when the object is placed at center of curvature, the image is going to be formed at the center of curvature itself on either side. Now we shall observe the image characteristics. It will be very clear that both are in the same size, and you can observe this is object and this is image. Image is inverted, and we can catch the image on the screen. So it is inverted, real. And what about the size of the image? Comparatively with the object, the size of the image is same. So same size, real, inverted. Nature of image we can write like this: real, inverted and of the same size. So this is about the image formation when the object placed at center of curvature. Next position in front of the convex lens is between the center of curvature and the focal point. Now we have to draw the principal axis, and then we have to mark the points on the principal axis. Now take the object between focal point and center of curvature. Now same thing we have to do. We have to draw parallel light ray to the principal axis. After refraction, the light ray is going to pass through the focal point. We all know that. Immediately after that, we have to draw one more line, that is which is passing through the pole of the lens. Where they are intersecting, there we get the image. Here it is. Now when the object is placed between center of curvature and the focal point, we are going to get the image on the principal axis beyond C. Here in the first case, when the object is placed beyond C, we got the object between focal point and center of curvature. Now the object placed between focal length and center of curvature, now we got the image beyond C. Now we shall observe the nature of image. Here it is very clear the size of the image. You can observe here the size of the image is more than the size of the object, and here it is real image and inverted, and it is magnified. Nature of image is real, inverted and magnified. Now let us see the characteristics of image formed by convex lens when the object is placed at the focal point. To observe the position of the image and characteristics, same thing we have to do. We have to draw the principal axis, mark the points. Now we have to take the object at F. What we have to do initially, we have to draw a parallel light ray to the principal axis. After that, the refracted light ray will pass through the focal point, and then another light ray which is passing through the pole. Now you can observe these two. These refracted light rays are parallel. That is why we cannot get the image, because of if the refracted light rays intersect each other, then only we can get the image. But here these refracted light rays are parallel lines, so there is no intersecting point, so we cannot get the image. That means image is going to be obtained at infinite distance. So the nature of image cannot be discussed here. Now let us see the image characteristics when the object is placed between focal point and pole. To find this, again we have to draw the principal axis. We have to note down the points, and now the object is between focal point and pole of the lens. Same thing, we have to draw the parallel light ray to the principal axis. After refraction, again it is going to pass through focal point, and then we have to draw the one more light ray that is passing through the pole of the lens. Here these two refracted rays are divergent beam of light rays. That is why we have to extend back the light rays to get the intersecting point. Previously they are parallel lines, even we extend back they cannot intersect each other, but here these two are divergent beam of light rays. That is why we have to extend back to get the image. Whenever we extend back to get the image here, we are going to get the image here. It will be very clear. The size is more, and it is erected, and here we represented this with dotted lines. That means it is visual, we cannot catch the image on the screen. So when the object is placed between pole of the lens and focal point, the image is going to be visual image. And how it could be? It is visual, erect and magnified image. Now we can place all the things in a tabular form. Already we have gone through all these positions of the object before the convex lens, and here the position of the image and the characteristics here. Here this is very important question. Definitely you will be having one or two questions from this topic in the paper. They may be 2 mark questions or 1 mark questions or half-mark questions, whatever, but it is very important. So you have to go through. Best of luck. Thank you. We shall meet in the next coming class.